Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
And this is the Insider Report.
So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Hi, Kat.
Hey, Bruce. How are you doing this fine Monday morning?
All right, feeling good. You're healthy and everything.
I live. I've come back out from my convalescence. I actually did a couple of runs this weekend. I was actually able to do it, so I feel really good about myself now. Yeah, back in my groove and just getting back to work. You know, it's good old Groundhog Day today as we're taping this. I just saw that he saw his shadow, so we're up for another 6 weeks of winter apparently. Although I've got to say it feels a whole heck of a lot more like spring.
That's what Junior keeps saying. It felt like
spring all month long practically. Yeah. So I was like, well, if you say so, folks. Well, they're in Pennsylvania, so I mean, they can take whatever weather they want. But I'm going to keep my springtime over here and enjoy it.
Well, I knew it was Groundhog Day because I flipped on the TV, on the channel guide that goes through, and Groundhog Day was like running in succession on one channel every it was Groundhog Day all day long. So it was like, I went, what? And I looked up at the calendar and I was like, so it is. So, yeah. So 6 more weeks. Hey, I'm with you. Say. I'm with you. It hasn't even begun to rain or anything.
I'm sure we're going to have it coming to us in February, March. So I was going to say, famous last words, knock on wood. It's not going to last.
Just
we know this.
Get everything
fleeting. It's fine. Yeah.
You just got to get out there and do it, So.
Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah. Did you guys do anything? A rehearsal this weekend?
No rehearsal this weekend. No. I had company from out of town.
Okay.
So yeah, just hung out, went hiking. It was a veg weekend. It was nice. It was really, really nice. Yeah.
Just hang out and be cool. That's a great one to do. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you and Junior? Was there vegging or work to be had this weekend?
Totally. It was vegging and working because I got antsy. Well, I went and did that comedy thing at Zoe Gardens on last Thursday.
How'd that go?
It was well. Yeah, we had fun. It was good. And it's so funny because when I use these, it's almost like a testing ground for me because I had used my friends as a testing, when I first came out with one of these comedy routines.
Uh-huh.
And they were all fun and everything like that. And then I went home that night and knew exactly what I wanted. And I switched the whole thing up.
There you go.
Well, when I got to this one, when I did this one, I found out I was about 15 minutes short, So I wanted to do about an hour.
Yeah.
It was 45 minutes by the time I was done and everything like that. And so I
very
went home.
Tight set is what that was. Yeah.
So I went home and I just immediately, before I could work on anything else, I had to get this out of my head. And so I went, it's crazy being a writer like that, but I had to get it done. And I went and I redid the whole comedy, but got, added more is what I did to it, brushed up a couple things, and then I put it the way I wanted it, figured out what I needed to do with my book, and everything like that. So it's it was cool. It was a lesson learned and everything. And then I could get back on the Copper Dodo.
And then, back to your other project.
I'm going to tell you
busy this winter.
Hey, I've got to get done because I'm dealing with vendors and everything now, too, for the events.
I was going to say, that's starting.
Yes,
the preparation begins. This is the time.
Yes.
So, wow.
So I need to get this
busy.
done, which I rocked it out. I got all the clues done now, and so all I have left is to finish off the ending. And that thing is going out and getting all the legalities done.
Cool.
And I'll be talking and getting it all set up to film this year. Hopefully we can film this summer. That's when I want to do it.
Very nice.
One of the scenes is at the Pirate Festival, so I got to have it happen.
Something. Well, I was going to say there needs to be some forward motion then. Well, sounds like it's a good update.
It is, but I incorporated a lot of cool of the county, and I just keep coming up with ideas of promoting the area and it's good. So it'll be like a promotional movie comedy fun.
Hey.
So hope everybody got out there and had some fun this weekend because, like I said, the weather, it was rained and it just rained a little bit one night.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, here's a little sprinkle. Yeah. So I hope everybody got out and did some stuff, and we're going to tell you because there's a lot of stuff. Shoot, we could have a library show on its own.
I know, right? Well, we'll see what happens down the road if we're talking. So we'll
Before we
see.
get going on, we'd like to thank Oregon South Coast Fishermen, otherwise known as the Castaways, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. And if you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows here at KCIW, just go to kciw.org and you will be on your way. And before we get going with the stuff,
Yes.
we got this
We have a guest.
Mr. Tommy Jones here. out of Howard's Head is this production you're working on now, huh? Tommy?
Here with the Chetco
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, with
Hey,
Chetco Pelican Players. He's back again. Me and Tommy go, and even Howard Patterson, we go back. That's when I was doing acting. It was with you guys and stuff like that. We did productions and stuff, so it was very cool. So what is this show all about?
Well, I am glad you asked. So I brought us some, my blurb that
Yes.
I actually had Lon Goddard write it up for me because he is the writer of the bunch compared to me anyway. And so I'm going to read a little bit of it.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
An evening of 3 original one-act plays by CPP member, that's Chetco Pelican Players, Howard Patterson. Howard Patterson is one of the most accomplished and long-term actors. He's also a well-known director and dramatist in Southern Oregon and Northern California. And we, that is Chetco Pelican Players, lay claim to him as one of our own. These trio of stories will more than capture the imagination. The entire cast is eagerly enthusiastic about the prospect of bringing Howard's characters and their stories to life on the Chetco Pelican Players stage, and we're proud indeed to present for you Out of Howard's Head. And these individual stories, there's 3 of them, and the first one is called Vince and Saul. A couple of tough guy gangsters drowning drinks in a cocktail lounge somehow manage to show a hint of decency in their own unique way. And that stars Tim Rundell, and I'm pretty sure you guys are aware.
Yeah, good old city manager making an appearance
And
on
he's
stage.
playing Vince Marcus. I'm not Vince, he's playing Vince, pardon me. And then there's Marcus Stradinger, and he's playing Saul. And Gina B, G-B-E-E, yeah, as Trudy. And she's an immigrant from Russia with a wonderful accent. I hope you don't miss that one. You got to see that. And she's doing really well. And she's playing Tish. And then the next play is called Flow and Sin. And they're a pair of ladies making every effort to survive day by day on the streets while planning a big move. And that's starring Denise Bizzi Lopez as Flo, and then Terry McGregor, and most of you know her, is her companion Sin. And then the third one up, which is a hoot, is Cal and Tanqueray, which are 2 quirky and quite successful country and Western musicians, have their eminent achievements questioned by a straight man, yours truly, by the way, talk show host. And it stars Tony Fogelman, and he plays Cal, and Christine Castleberry is Tanqueray, and of course myself as Dad.
Right on. Well, when's it start up this weekend?
It's going to start the opening gala, grand opening, champagne gala, free food.
Okay.
I love that part. That starts at 7 o'clock Friday.
Friday, 7.
And
Okay.
and that's it. No more free food after that. So
Then it's just come see the show.
yeah, just come see the show.
So is it still at 7 on Friday and Saturday, and then 2 on Sunday?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's 3 weekends.
Because we'll be announcing it in here. You gave the synopsis, so we'll just go through and give it another shout out when we get to it on our thing. But
Well,
that's
I would
good.
like to leave this with you if you need to.
Oh, we've got it.
Yeah.
We've got it in here. It's all in the paper. Remember, I told you I put it in the inside. So I had all this. We had all
Well,
this.
you could have read it for me and probably did a better job.
We have been doing it all the last couple of weeks, so you did a great job. It was great having you come on board, and it's good you took that part then.
Yeah, well, yeah.
The radio show thing.
Yeah,
See,
I
there you
did.
go. Perfect.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't want to, but you know how it is with theater. People start and then they drop out, and
Right.
and here I am going, whoa, it's getting pretty close to the wire. Somebody better step in and do this.
Well, right on there, buddy. Well, thanks for coming on board with us there, Tommy, and we'll see you at the show. Hope everybody gets out there.
thanks for having
Give all the ticket prices and all that stuff here when we get to our.
Yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity to kind of spread the word.
All right.
Yeah, truly local production.
Yep.
Very nice. Love that.
Have a great one, bud.
Thanks, Tommy.
You guys as well.
All right.
All right. Well, that's always cool. Got a nice little show coming up here at Chetco Pelican Players, Playhouse there.
Yep. That's going to be coming up the rest of the month of February there. And well, let's get into some music.
We need to get into
time.
music.
I was going to say it's time.
Yeah, Tom,
All
I've
right.
covered all that thing. So when we get to that, I'm just going to breeze through it.
Music. All right. Here's what's coming up in February on the music schedule. Tony Land is playing on the 28th of February over at Coon Thai Restaurant from 6 to 8.
Yep, Cisco will be on the 14th to Grange Hall, 10 to 2. The 19th, he'll be at Seaview Memory Care, noon to 1. On the 21st, Chetco Activity Center, 1 to 4. And on the 24th, World Headquarters 101, 4 to 6.
All right. And then Lon Goddard, writer of that copy back there, is playing on the 6th at Pete's Bar and Grill from 6 to 8. On the 8th, over at Augustino's from 2:30 to 4:30. On the 11th and 25th, he's playing at Coon Thai, music there running 6 to 8 p.m. On the 14th, during the Art Walk, he's going to be playing at Fall Crest Studio from 3 to 6. And then on the 20th and 28th, he's playing at Misty Mountain Brewing. Music there runs from 6 to 8 p.m.
Oh, look at that, though. That's right. Valentine's Day falls on a Saturday.
It does this year.
There you go.
Hey, lucky couples.
That's right.
All right.
Hey, Black GTO on the 14th. Speaking of Valentine's Day, they'll be at Inateca 7 to 10.
And then the Mighty Steelheads are playing on the 6th at Inateca from 7 to 10.
Yep, and then the Italian guys on the 7th, they'll be at Inateca at 7.
All right, well, time for a little variety. Patty Ann is playing on the 14th, doing love songs at Coon Thai, playing 6 to 8. And then on the 20th, she'll be over at Pete's Bar and Grill from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, so if you're out there and you're a band or a musician or got a music schedule, just get it to CaptainCurry541@gmail.com and I will get it on the show for you. No problemo.
Okay, well, we've got even more events coming up. All right, starting things off, let's start with the library over at 405 Alder Street. That's the Chetco Library here in Brookings. Always a full lineup. So just a quick rundown of their weekly schedule. On Mondays at 5:30, this is new. They have Qigong for health and vitality. This is a free class with licensed instructor Linny. All are welcome. Donations are appreciated. Then on Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m., they have story time for young children. And then at 3:30 p.m. after school, they've got the Tween Club for youth ages 10 to 13. And then on Wednesdays, it happens twice a week, folks. At 9:30 a.m., there's another Qigong class. Again, that's with instructor Linny. From 1:30 to 4 on Wednesdays, they have their weekly after-school program, and school-age kids are welcome to come by for a snack, to hang out, work on homework, or craft using supplies from the Maker Cart. And then there's a busy lineup on Thursdays. From 10 to noon, they have the Rowdy Creek String Band Open Rehearsal. This is for acoustic string instrument players. From 3 to 5 p.m. on Thursdays, they have Checkmate Corner. This is a weekly chess club for players of all ages and skill levels. And at 5:30 p.m. on Thursdays, they've got Easy Flow Yoga. This is a free class. They do recommend that you be able to comfortably get up and down from the floor. And then on Fridays, another new thing happening. At 10:30 a.m., they have Threads, Hooks, and Needles. This is a fiber arts club for knitters, sewers, and more. Bring your latest project and connect with other artists over light refreshments in the quiet reading room. And on Saturdays at 10:30 a.m., they have another story time for young children. At 1 p.m., they have Saturday Shuffle. It's really like focusing on Pokemon trading and playing, if you're playing that popular card game. And on the second and fourth Saturdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they have Teens Teach Tech. This is a free service in partnership with Harmony and Me Music. You can drop by the library annex with your device and ask questions and get help from trained cyber senior technology mentors. All right, coming up in monthly and special events, just for a few events out here. On Friday the 6th from 11 a.m. to 12:30, there's the 3rd annual Community Scion Exchange. You're invited to join them for the Scion Exchange and a free grafting demonstration. So in addition to swapping fruit tree scions or cuttings at this event, you'll also get a demonstration of grafting techniques with John Savage. He's a longtime member of the Rare Fruit Growers Association, and they're going to provide some light refreshments as well. Then on Saturday, the 7th, all day long, it's back after a short hiatus, Tabletop Takeover. This is a monthly drop-in event to play and connect with other board game enthusiasts. Tweens, teens, and adults are all welcome. And then on Saturday the 7th at 2 p.m., if you're a film buff, they have Afternoon Indie Films, and they are screening Sorry, We're Dead. This is a free monthly film screening for the community, and these events often feature top film selections from the Wild Rose Film Festival. So this one is the festival award-winning dramedy Sorry, We're Dead, and there's going to be a virtual Q&A with the writer and director of the film, Alex Zajatek, after the screening is done. And then coming up on Monday, the 9th, all day long, you can drop by and pick up another Spice World bag. This is a culinary journey around the world. Their spice bags feature a unique monthly spice from a different part of the world. The bag comes with a tester sample, trivia, and recipe suggestions. They do note supplies are limited. It's only available on a first-come, first-served basis. And then just looking ahead here on February 16th, 2026, they just want people to be aware it is President's Day and the library will be closed. Hey, all library-led events and programs are free to attend whether or not you have a library card, and you can get more information at chetco.librarycalendar.com.
Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. I know all about them days off. That's the school off, too.
That's
Junior lets me
we
know about that.
often line up with them, yes, for
Jason
some reason.
too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, Manley Art Center, they got a February schedule here on the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. They got Drawing Foundations Workshop. On the 9th and the 16th, it's the Art of Wood Burning Workshop. On the 10th, it'll be Valentine's Crafts and Cookies Children's Workshop. And then on the 23rd, it's Manley Sessions Acoustic Music.
All right. And then over at the Gold Beach Visitors Center, they're having their Valentine's Float Drop Week. This is happening the 9th through the 15th. They're inviting you to celebrate love and take a romantic stroll along the trail between the sand and the grass, and invite you to try your luck in finding one of their beautiful glass floats. They ask you to please take only one per person, though. For more information, you can call 541-247-7526.
That's right.
Hey, now it's time for Famous Quotes with Cousin Bruce.
Hey, yeah. Hey, here's a few quotes from my favorite author, too, Jules Verne, born February 8th, 1828. He says, "Movement is life, and it is well to be able to forget the past and kill the present by continual change. In consequence of inventing machines, men will be devoured by them. One has only to follow events, and you will be all right. The surest way is to take whatever comes as it comes. And last but not least, young people, travel if you can, and if you cannot, travel all the same." Hope you enjoyed this week's quotes from Jules Verne with Cousin Bruce. Until next week, have a great one. Yeah,
All
there
right.
you go. It's right up there with Keep On Keeping On, you know?
Something like that. Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, hey, the Oregon Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation is presenting their Curry Coastal Chapter Big Game Banquet. This is happening at the Event Center on the beach up in Gold Beach, Oregon on the 7th of February at 5 p.m. You're invited to the Big Game Banquet, the biggest night of the year for elk country supporters. There's going to be raffles and auctions, dinner and good company. And this is your chance to give back to elk country and protect hunting heritage. They do note the seats do tend to sell out every year. They advise you not to wait, and you can get tickets at tickets.rmef.org.
Mm-hmm. And then, as we said real briefly here, Chetco Playhouse is presented out of Howard's Head. This is happening February 6th through the 22nd on Friday and Saturday at 7. On Sundays it's 2 p.m. This is at the Chetco Playhouse, located at 1240 Chetco Avenue. The tickets are $15 for adults, $7 for students. You can call 541-469-1857 or ChetcoPelicanPlayers.org. They would like to tell you that there is adult language involved in this. So there you go.
There you go. Now we are now aware.
Talking like the big people.
Okay. Hey, looking at another evening of theater here. Threepenny Theater Co. is presenting Acting is Reacting. This is a workshop for all skill levels. This is happening on Sunday the 8th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Brookings Event Center. That's at 800 Chetco Avenue in Brookings. And you're invited to step into the scene in a comprehensive workshop with professional guest instructor Chloe Rosenthal. She's been acting in Hollywood, but she's a Brookings native. And this hands-on workshop explores the concept that acting is reacting through simple, practical exercises that meet you where you are, whether you're brand new to the stage or polishing your craft. Now, this is designed for actors 15 and up, but the class will cover sensory awareness, tuning into your scene partner's tone, body language, and energy. The silent performance, understanding that an actor's most powerful moments often happen while they're receiving information, not just delivering it. And also truthful connection, building that invisible thread between performers that keeps an audience captivated and makes the scene feel dangerously alive. So all of these skills will help you take your acting to the next level. And also, too, after the class, Threepenny would like to extend a special invitation to everyone who took it to attend a priority audition for the next Threepenny production. That's going to be right after the class. But to ensure the workshop's affordable for all, seats are just $20 per person. To register and get more info, you can visit threepennytheater.com.
And then, hey, on the same day, they're also doing open early bird auditions for their upcoming summer comedy. That's 5 women wearing the same dress. Again, this is on the 8th. That's Sunday at 6 o'clock at the Brookings Events Center. Again, at 800 Chetco Avenue in Brookings. And this is co-directed by Andrew Curtis Stark and Chloe Rosenthal. And they're seeking 6 actors, 5 women, 1 man. And they're looking for folks ages 15 and older for a fast-paced, witty adult comedy. And it's scheduled to run in July in Brookings. And everyone who auditions should be prepared to read excerpts from the script with other actors, and they should be prepared to demonstrate a willingness to take direction. And what's this play about? During an extravagant Southern wedding reception, 5 bridesmaids from wildly different walks of life all take refuge in an upstairs bedroom. Their mission? Avoid the bride at all costs. At first, they connect through gossip, but as the afternoon progresses, they slowly open up to one another and discover unexpected bonds along the way. So you can learn more about all of these upcoming events, RSVP, get a seat, by visiting threepennytheater.com.
And how to breaking the fourth wall.
Right. I was going to say, when is it appropriate? When should you never do it?
Yes, exactly. Because I do it a lot, and I've done it a lot in the theater, in live theater too. You know, we just stop.
Like, what style of theater are you doing? Is it appropriate for that style?
The Grinch did it a couple times. I
Well,
think,
see, that was a little on the nose there with the center. Well,
great help us.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
Yes. Oh yeah. Hey, Pistol River Concert Association is presenting Cliff Stansell and Friends. This will be at Pistol River Friendship Hall, located at 24252 Carpenterville Road out there in Pistol River, on the 14th, 7:30 p.m. They are pleased to announce that Curry County native son, Cliff Stansell, will be performing on stage with several of his local friends. Appearing with Cliff will be Amy Kusink on the violin and piano, Chris Vorster on guitar and mandolin, Bo Jones on bass, and Steve Boyer on accordion. A great night of acoustic music provided by hometown artists. Tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. They're available at Wright's Custom Framing in Brookings, First Chapter Coffee House in Gold Beach, or online at www.pistolriver.com. They're $21 online with $1 processing fee.
All right, good to note. All right. Yeah. Hey, the Friends of Curry Campus Speaker Series up at SWAC is presenting the Tide Pools of the South Coast with Bill Gorham. The Southwestern Oregon Community College Curry Campus invites the community to join them Thursday, February 12th from 1 to 2 p.m. This is a free presentation by marine biologist Bill Gorham. He's been diving, beachcombing, and tide pooling around the world, and for the past 8 years, he's walked his dogs on the Crissy Fields beaches more than 4,000 times, wow, and photographed a wonderful array of critters, tracks, sea stacks, and washed-up treasures. He's keen to share that experience with all others who love the ocean and all its surprises. If you slow down, look down, and up, you'll see the little and big things that are hiding in plain sight. This is a free program sponsored by the Friends of Curry Campus, and it's going to be held in the community room on Southwestern's Curry Campus. That's over at 96082 Lone Ranch Parkway off Highway 101 in Brookings. You're invited to bring a friend and a brown bag lunch. And for more information, you can always contact the Curry Campus at 541-813-1667.
That's quite a few times walking them Crissy Field beaches.
I was going to say, I thought I walked it a lot. Yeah, he's got me.
4,000 times.
Wow.
And to have counted them, too. So there you go. Hey, they're busy up there at SWAC, Southwestern Oregon Community College, presenting agroecology lecture, pollinators at the coast, supporting honeybees and native species. So this will be happening February 19th at 6 p.m. for Pollinators at the Coast, supporting honeybees and native species with Ann Marino and Darcy Grayheck of the Coos Beekeepers Association. This is a free event. All ages are welcome. Curry County residents can join them for a watch party on the Curry campus located at 96082 Lone Ranch Parkway in Brookings. For those not able to attend in person, the lecture will be streamed live on college's YouTube channel at the youtube.com/at Southwestern Oregon /streams. You can explore the vital role that honeybees and native pollinators play in their local ecosystems and food systems. Learn about the unique challenges pollinators face in our region today, including habitat loss, climate impacts, and pesticide exposure. So you can discover how small local actions can help create healthier habits where pollinators can thrive. For more information about this lecture, you can contact Deanne Feritek, Dean of the Career Technical Education, at deanne.veritek@socc.edu, or you can call 541-888-7312.
All right, and then we got time for at least one more here. So over at the Chetco Library,
we're having fun.
I know, right? We've been busy today. But yeah, we've got a little bit of time left here. And there is an event coming up over at the Chetco Library later this month. They're presenting classical guitarist James Manley in concert. This is a free community concert happening on the 20th of February at 4 p.m. And this is by classically trained guitarist James Manley. Based near Portland, Oregon, Manley enjoys performing in concerts and festive events throughout the country, playing solo as well as in duos and ensembles. Manley's repertoire ranges from Baroque music such as Bach's cello suites to contemporary composers such as Brian Johansen. The Portland Guitar Society called his debut recording a reflective and immediately appealing performance. James began playing guitar at the age of 10. At 15, he was selected to study with Celine Romero, a renowned musician who's been knighted in Spain for his musical accomplishments.
Woo-hoo.
That's cool.
Yeah.
James has performed in master classes for George Sacalariu, Bartolomeo Diaz, Benjamin Verderi, and John Duarte. At Mansfield University, James studied voice, viola, and guitar under Pablo Cohen. He was awarded the SAI Schmitz Award for Best Performance. James earned his Master's of Music in Guitar Performance at Portland State University under composer and guitarist Brian Johansen. For more information about this concert, you can visit chetco.librarycalendar.com.
Another fine thing brought to you by the library.
And it's
Very
all
cool.
free, baby.
All right, we're done. We'll catch Bushwhacker next week. But now we got to close out this week's show. Before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all their great work each week, helping us bring our show to the airwaves. Thank you all for tuning in to this week's Insider Report. And make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM. And you can catch all the cool shows they have to offer, including the show podcasts that have the Insider Report there. Go figure. Just go to KCIW.org and check out the live streaming as well. Hey, most of the info on this week's show came from the Insider of Southern Oregon. You can read more by going to insiderofsouthernoregon.com, and where you can find the link to the Insider Report. Till next week, we're signing off. Please support local businesses. Keep it real. Spread the love of the peace every chance you get. And hey,
We'll see you out there.
Bam! Yeah, there we go.
Seconds left. Oh.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.